Hey, and welcome to another edition of Vinnie's Beer Reviews. Today we have a really special treat. It's Treehouse's On the Fly. I've had this beer already once, and if you want to check out what I gave that review, you can look at the link below and follow me on Untapped, where I post a lot of my reviews. And this is a really great beer from Treehouse Brewing Company. A little description about the can is it is very hazy meets very green, which is a pretty big. You can't just throw around those two beers. Those are two of the top, I think, all-time beers in terms of that style of IPA. Very Green is personally my favorite beer of all time. So this is a pretty big shoes to fill. It says it pours a gorgeous opaque yellow color, and it presents notes of orange juice, ripe mango, dank peach, and a blended tropical fruit cocktail. It's 8.1%. The bottom of the can says Friday beers hit different, and it was canned on 3/27, so about 3 weeks old. Really excited to give this another whirl. I think the true definition of a really solid, consistent beer is that each time you have it, it's excellent every time. I did rate this very highly last time, and I'm really eager to see if it matches the presentation it gave off last time. So let's see. Cheers. I'm getting that classical Treehouse bubblegum yeast. That's probably the strongest flavor right now. Some peach in there for sure. It's got that nectary, citrusy, syrupy quality to it that's really smooth. I think that's what makes their doubles so smooth, is they have that kind of citrus syrup quality to it. Trillium also uses that quality to their beer, and it makes their doubles really smooth. So let's see here. In the nose, I'm getting a lot of peach, some pineapple, and some earthy quality to it. If it uses very green as a base, it probably has a lot of Galaxy to it, because Galaxy, the lowest form of green, is hopped with Galaxy. So it's probably got a lot of Galaxy in there. And Haze has that kind of peach quality to it. So I'm getting most of the haze, but the aroma does give off a little bit of the green. Really, really, really smooth. Just as I remember it last time I had it, it is that classic double IPA from Treehouse. And not to beat a dead horse here, but I feel like they do double IPAs really strongly. So this is no different. I'm not getting as much of that juice bomb flavor that I would want from a very green. I think the haze base is probably stronger of the two. So it's got that peach citrusy quality to it with a little bit of a bite. It says it's got some mango in there. I'm not really getting that. I do agree with them that it is kind of a fruit cocktail, because I do get some pineapple, I get a lot of peach, and a little bit of that orange juicy kind of quality. And that bubblegum yeast is just like second to none in my opinion. Showing it up to the glass, look at that, so bright and orange, and it's just a beautiful color to it. It presents and maintains that gorgeous head to it as well. That just kind of lets the beer open up the flavors that it gives. It's starting to warm up a little bit. I did let it sit for a while prior to shooting this video, because I wanted to see if the flavors would really open up more, and they have. Even the peach is becoming just stronger. Like, I feel like all the core flavors that I mentioned, that peach, orange, and pineapple, are becoming stronger. There is, in fairness, presenting a little bit of that malt biscuit quality that I'm not a huge fan of in IPAs, but I feel like Treehouse yeast can present that, so it's not a total surprise. It's still super smooth, So good. Pour a little bit more in the glass. See if I get any more flavors. I find sometimes when you pour some of the bottom of the can, you get a little bit more of what the beer is intended to be. Usually get that right off the bat when it's poured from a keg, but when it's in a can, you got to try to, pour it in different cycles. I think you get different flavors. It's just a little trick. I'm not just saying this. I do get a little bit more mango, and I think that's kind of the green coming in. Green in general, for instance, if any of you guys have had Go-Go Green, it takes a long time to open up those flavors, and I think that's just that quality the green presents itself, the base beer. And as it's warming up, I am getting more of that flavor. I would say the peach and the pineapple mango citrus is so perfectly balanced. It's really solid beer. I wouldn't say it's better than Very Green, which again is personally my favorite beer. I'd love to try it again. I haven't had it in a while, but this is a really solid substitute for that. It combines that quality of the peach and the citrus and the pineapple, and it really just gives you this great fruit cocktail. It's super delicious. It's going to be a high score, I'll tell you that much. I wouldn't say it's a perfect beer, but I'd say it's damn near close. It's just super good. I've had friends that have tried it, and they've rated it a 5. So I think the hype is pretty real in terms of this beer. I think it lives up to the potential. It's a really cool logo as well. It's got a great, see a cute little dog on there in the car. And my understanding, I don't know if this is true, but my understanding is Nate, the head brewer of Treehouse, was attempting to make Very Hazy, and he screwed up, and he actually put some of the Very Green base in there as well, and just decided to say screw it and combine the two. So it's kind of a cool story. I don't know if that's true or not, but I did read about that, and I could totally see that. It's a genius idea to combine, I would say, 2 of your most requested beers of all time up there with like the King Julius series, and it just presents a really good flavor. Okay. I'm really splitting hairs here. I know the first time I had it, I gave it a 4.8, which is ridiculously high. I very rarely give a beer that high of a grade. But this is super solid. This is about a week and a half later since I've had the beer prior, but it's still just as good, I would say. I feel like it's tough because I feel like it's better than, if you're talking traditional scores, it's better than 4 or 5. I'm going to say I'm going to give this beer a 4.7. It's excellent. I gave it a 4.8 last time. Just a little bit that malt biscuity flavor that's in the bottom of it that I'm not super much of a fan of, and I didn't get that as much last time. But I'm really splitting hairs here. Near impossible for me to give a 5, and you'll understand that as I continue on with these reviews. I'm only giving like 3 5s ever. And this is so outstanding. Like seriously, anything you can trade for to get your hands on this beer before, like I said, it's about 3 weeks old. So if you can get your hands on this beer in a couple weeks time before it kind of drops off, I highly recommend it. I really hope this becomes a mainstay for them because it's so good and it's very consistent. So I'm going to give it a 4.7, like I said. And if you like the reviews I've done so far, I would really appreciate it if you'd hit subscribe. And I hope we can keep on continuing on with this journey. So, cheers.